Because I can always do that 4-2-1 in order. But I see you guys on guitar, when you play chords, you don't, you know...
Well, that's because
You
we're
do,
tuning
like,
the fourths. Yeah, because
one of
we
these.
can. That's us jumping a fourth.
Yeah, so when you invert a chord,
We don't do that very often.
you don't invert chords.
No.
So it's always 1-3-5, never inverted. Or
Almost never,
Almost
unless
never.
you're more advanced. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So
right there wasn't an inversion.
no, this is A major, and then this is D major.
So from like bottom to top, what are your notes in order?
From here to here is E to A. That's a fourth. Here comes the bride.
Yeah.
And then from here to here is
Or
another
I mean,
fourth.
you have 4 fourths, and then the bottom 2 is fifths, right?
No,
or
third
thirds.
goes fourth, third,
Third.
and then back to fourth.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not built
That's
for yeah, it's really annoying because
Yeah.
you can take a scale shape,
And then that one
and
string
then if I
in the
play
middle
that same
jacks it
exact
up.
yes, I would play the same exact thing here. That's me
Oh,
physically
yeah.
playing the same thing, but I have to adjust for that, which is not efficient.
Yeah.
But if I were to tune it evenly, yeah, my scales would work out. But if I tried playing chords, they would be really hard.
Okay. But when you play, like, what's your first chord shape for like a D major chord, let's say? So
But I
what
could
what
also
are the
play
notes
this.
like? Oh,
But I
okay.
could also play this. So
Those
we-
are inversions. The last two were though.
no, it's all the same. The root note is still the same.
Because your top is a D.
Yep, my root note is always going to be D.
But I mean, you're not doing like D, F sharp A. You're doing like D, F sharp
Right,
A, and
it's
some other
different
stuff.
voicing. Yeah,
Oh, so that's voicing,
that's
not
what's called a
inversion.
voicing. Yeah.
Okay.
So an inversion would be like this. The lowest thing you hear is not a D.
Oh, I hear it now. Yeah.
That's an F sharp. That's an inversion.
Okay, so guitar. is
But it's
almost
still a
never
D.
inverted. So you're almost never inverted, but the voicing is different.
Yeah, the higher voicings might be different because we don't basics
Okay.
is you always do stack of thirds. Like basics would be like this. Right, this
Yeah.
would be a standard everything in order. Root third, fifth, root third. That's everything in order.
Okay.
But if you don't obsess on that, it sounds just about the same
almost like
freaking thing. But this goes root fifth, root third. At the end of the day, nobody cares what your
Okay.
voicing is. Inversions are tricky because usually when guitar players are playing, we split that up with the bass guitarist. But we can still play
Okay.
inversions, generally speaking, and higher level guitarists will do
So
that.
the bass guitar always gets the root, almost always.
Almost, unless it's an inversion, yeah.
Then they get the third or the fifth. And
Or
you take
something else. Yeah. Or I just play, and this is typically how we chart it out. I don't want to lose you on this, but like
No, this is good. Because
For
now I know
example-
what the bass guitar is doing. Because sometimes I'm like, you're not playing the root. What are you
right.
doing?
So I would play a D chord,
Yeah.
and they would play an F sharp, which is part of
That's
the D
the
chord.
inversion.
Yeah, that's the inversion.
So you're playing
I'm
the
just
root
playing
chord
D,
as
yeah.
this.
I'm just playing a D, and then the bass player would play that. But on a guitar, I can also play this. And the main reason for this, and when we have this chart, is so that when I hear the bass player do something different, I know it's not wrong. Otherwise, I go, oh shit, he's not playing what I'm playing, I better play what he's playing. So that's
Yeah.
why it's important to explain or at least chart this out.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, whether it's D with an F sharp in the bass or just a D, or here's another one, D with an A in the bass, which here we go. That's D with an A in the bass, that's an inversion. But it's still just a D. So regardless of any of these chords playing, D or D with an F sharp in the bass or D with an A in the bass, the arpeggio is still that.
Oh, okay.
And all the in-between notes. So it doesn't matter if this is being played, this is being played, this is being played, it's still a D. The notes are still belonging to that arpeggio.
Okay. So if I told you, key of D major, let's
Uh-huh.
like play a 3.
Play a 3
Minor three.
chord?
Yeah,
Okay,
chord.
yeah, got it. Ready? Do I need to work at it?
I don't know what it is. on
3
guitar.
would be that.
But your 1 doesn't use that same hand shape. Your 1 is something different, right? Yeah.
But, check it out, I can.
I mean, you can.
But basics
you
when somebody
didn't.
says D is this. But if
Yeah.
I want to make it very straightforward, there's my 1.
Okay.
Then my 3 is there.
Yeah.
So I'm still, my root note's still my pointer finger.
But but like in standard chord mode, you always keep it right here. You don't start going up for the most
When you're a
part.
newbie, yeah, for sure.
So what
right?
is that newbie pattern? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Open position. So we call that all open position. And so it's kind of like when you did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But instead of moving up, you would stay there and somehow reconfigure everything.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So how
Good
do you
luck.
change your voicing on guitar? Because obviously the first one, it's easy for you, easy for me.
Okay, so
It's
here's
1, 3,
what
5.
if this is a avenue that you really want to explore. And so, Sean, this is what I recommend. If this is interesting to you, learn out on this. I'll give you as much information as I can, but I've always found that when I get inspired by somebody else and then I go home and I actually try to figure it out for myself, it sticks way more than if somebody's just like, oh, play these scales. If you discover it yourself, it's way more healthy. So
I'm kind of figuring it out, but I don't understand if it's an inversion or not. Like, I didn't know that was a voicing thing, so this is where I'm stuck.
Right.
Because I'm like, okay, well, I can, all the way up.
So let me try to, we'll attack it as a guitarist, and then we'll attack it as a theorist in a second. Okay, so what's where D is like our guinea pig, right? Okay. So if we stay in the key of D, the next chord that we want to play is E minor. So where is your next lowest available E?
E, G, B. That would be G, E, B. But I'm now inverting it. G, E, B. I'm going up a 6, a minor 6, to a 5th.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. But you gotta tell yourself, okay, this, but tell yourself it's this. Look at my pointer finger here.
It's this.
Tell yourself it's that. That's the hard part about open things. When I play an open chord, it's actually this. But when you see a guitar player doing this, they're not doing that. They're doing this. But it's so that's
I'm actually doing this.
Yeah. Okay. So now you have your 2 chord. This is going to be good because where's your lowest? So we just did D, E, and then what's the next note in the key of D?
F sharp.
F sharp. So where's your lowest available F sharp on your violin? Lowest
so always
available.
choosing lowest available. That would be here because G.
Oh, that would be, huh?
So that means I have F sharp, A.
Right. So this is what I was about to get at.
E.
You were about to just take that same thing that you did, just slide it up. So here's the tricky thing, is that your inversion, your focus, when you go back to E minor, your focus, even though the chord starts here, your root note is here.
Yeah.
But then just try to remember that your shape is that.
Yeah, so right here should be A, F sharp, E.
See if that matches. Yep.
I didn't tune, so I'll be a little bit off.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we have 1 with a that, 2 with a that, 3 with a that, yeah.
So you see how awkward it
Yeah.
is for you to play? Remember when I was trying to show you playing fifths? That's me playing fifths, which comes very easy for a violin. But do you see how crazy your hand is getting?
Well, this one's normal, so this is, we call this the frame. So this is, all of that is
not
within
bad
frame.
then. Okay, not bad
Yeah.
then.
The bad one is like, if I had to raise that up,
right.
that's, see when I move the hand, that's
Yeah.
what I'm reaching out.
So
frame.
let's keep rolling with this. This is good, and we're actually this is a good meeting, I think. So you have what we could call the 1 chord.
Yeah.
1 is major. Then you get the 2 chord. Nice. Nice. Then the 3 chord. Okay, the next note in the key of D, we just did D, E, F sharp,
G.
G.
So
Where's your lowest?
open
Okay,
G.
so now you have an open G. So you're gonna have to play G, B, and D somewhere.
G, B, D.
Okay, so now your form is this.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
So these are the little, you're gonna wanna write like a little chart for yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
4-string chart.
I need to get a whiteboard. I've got a tiny one, I'm gonna try
Or
to get that
use a
out.
spreadsheet on just a spreadsheet on your computer.
Oh, and each cell is a finger.
Yeah.
Or a
a
string,
fret or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Oh, I could even divide it by half steps.
Whoa, you're getting crazy now. So anyway, let's just keep recapping. I'm just gonna do quick doodles.
So 4, 2, minus 1.
So this is your major shape,
Yeah.
whatever. Major. Okay.
Yeah.
Next is minor.
I forget which is the E.
Yeah, E minor. I think you just did one finger.
Oh, that's this.
So I would call that dum dum dum.
Or it's a double fifth on top.
Well, I'm just using the shape of your instrument.
Wouldn't that be the
So
shape?
this is your open
This
string
wouldn't it be open 1-1?
over here.
No, 2. I'm bar chording.
Oh, I didn't
Sorry.
see that.
I violined you there.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So then that's your shape. Now the root note is this, is it not?
E, yeah, that's correct.
So that's, you want to kind of make sure that that's a thing. What was your root note over here? Was it this?
Yeah, that 4. Oh, so
So
I'm
that's-
really jacking stuff up.
Yeah, that's fine though, but you're learning shapes.
Yeah.
So then when you played the next chord, it was still the same shape.
Yeah.
And so
The
this
root
is
note
bar.
is here. So this one's not. It's 1, 2, 4.
Okay, so that's where this deviates. You should try to see if you can somehow bar that.
How could I bar it? Because if
I
I
don't
use
know.
the lowest available note, which is A,
Yeah.
or no, the lowest F sharp is right here. Sorry, this is my lowest.
Yeah,
F
so
sharp.
that's still the same here.
So
So you just slide this all up.
I could wait. There's an A, F sharp, E. Well, I have an E here. I have an A here.
What
and
I'm
I
trying to
have
get you
F
to do is preserve this shape that you just played a second ago. Just move it up.
Could I do that?
I don't know, I'm asking you.
What did we say it was? It was G. This.
Yeah, so then
So
just put a. Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
F sharp, C sharp, and
C sharp.
A. Yeah, I'm a fifth. Sorry, I break rules.
What chord are we playing?
F sharp something.
This is the 3 chord, right?
Yeah.
So the 3 chord is actually E minor. So you should be having somewhere in that mix E, G, and B. But is there E,
Wait.
G, and B in that?
So it goes from D to
to E minor.
E, which is
Oh, I'm sorry.
EGB.
I'm sorry. That's what we played here. This next chord is
Yeah.
F sharp minor,
So
which
there's-
is. I'm sorry. This next chord is F sharp, A,
and
and
C
C
sharp.
sharp. Yeah. Okay, so
So-
that checks out, right?
I have F sharp, A, and C. Oh, there's a C sharp in it.
Yeah. So that checks
Oh.
out. So okay.
So that's
all right,
this.
Sean. This is the eureka moment. This
To
is
here.
it.
And I can. Oh.
Now
there we
that's
go.
guitar shit right there. That's guitar shit right there.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. And that's why I tried to tell you, don't let's keep this. Why
Yeah.
can't this just move? So yeah, it just moved.
Oh, so I was sticking an E in there for some reason.
Yeah, I was
And
a little confused by that.
So that's this.
Yeah, it's like a minor 7th sound is what
So
you're
you
playing.
have 2 shapes, a major shape and a minor shape.
For the most part.
And then you just kind of move the major shape around
Yeah,
a little and the
for
minor
the most
shape.
part, yeah.
Okay.
We have 2 different shapes for the 2 different strings that we hang out on, but to make it real simple, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. To make it simple, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. So this is the diagram that you want to kind of do. So okay, this is the minor shape whenever my root note is on this string.
Oops. Without that.
Okay, so now the next chord is going to be G. So where's your lowest available G?
Open G. G, B, D.
G, B, D. Okay, so now your shape is this. Open string,
Open, open one.
open, then one over here, and then open again, or just that?
Oh, I haven't been using that 4th string.
Okay,
at all.
so then X.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care about that.
I'm like, if I can get on 3 strings, I can figure out the 4 at some other point.
Yeah.
Some weird fingering.
And then your root note is here,
Yeah.
right? Okay. The next chord in the key of D is A. So where's your lowest available A?
Right
So just move
A,
this.
C sharp, E.
Just move this up.
If I'm doing that, that is this.
Yep, and just move that up.
A, C sharp, E. Ah, gotcha.
See?
Yeah.
Now you're not thinking so much of little letters, but shapes.
Yeah.
Because that's how
So
our
this is
neck
a major
works. It's
shape.
all shapes, man. Yeah, and so that now you have this is what I call a major shape on a guitar. That's your low E string.
Yeah.
So whatever that low
Oh,
G
I thought
string.
that was a D.
No, so low G, right?
Yeah, low G.
So this is low G major bar chord.
Yeah. Now,
Low
if I
G
want to
major
add
bar
the
chord.
4th, I have.
Oh, don't add a 4th. Why do you want a 4th in there?
I don't want a 4th note because I got 4
Oh,
strings.
4th. Okay. So you'd want to add another redundant note. So
Should I always aim to add the root, or could third or fifth doesn't
third
matter?
or fifth doesn't matter. Then now you're thinking like a guitarist.
So third or fifth, just not the root.
Or the root.
Or the root.
Yeah, any of
Anything,
those.
Okay.
Any of those.
So I'm playing a
I think you're playing an A chord right
A chord,
now.
yeah. A chord.
So your notes are
A C E.
a C sharp.
So I can, but that's not.
No,
I mean, it's
because-
easy, but it's not portable.
It-
Yeah.
Yes!
Because I've. Well, I mean, technically it is if I did that,
but yeah, okay.
which
it's
is not bad for violins, honestly.
but up to you.
So in that case, I wouldn't want to add an E probably.
No.
I could add an A. That's easy. Because A just right there.
Is that in the same line as here?
That's
Slightly
2 2
off.
3.
So it's slightly off like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
then that
step,
becomes
step.
your major shape.
So E is nasty. A is okay. The other one is C sharp, which is that's not
no.
bad, but I
No,
wouldn't
don't.
want to.
No.
Yeah, not
So
not
this
regularly.
this is your movable portable. You said
Yeah.
major shape, and I'd put this in parentheses. I don't need it.
Okay. Yeah. So I can always 3 or 4, and then what's the next B, which
Okay,
is
so you're gonna be a B minor chord,
ooh
right? Because
not-
we
not
just
major
got to
shape.
here.
Crap.
Yeah.
So
That's the
other one.
annoying thing is that you got to learn these different shapes. So where's your
Yeah.
lowest available B?
There.
There. Okay. So this is good because we're gonna have a low G
B.
string. So the notes are gonna be
D.
B, D, and F sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B D F. Oh, now this is when it shits on me. So I have B D F sharp. So,
So
I
how-
could double right here and then B D B F sharp, but you don't want to throw notes in between. Like you don't want to throw a fifth or a third in between your chord in the guitar, do you?
No, you can. Doesn't
'Cause
matter.
then I can.
But the trouble with that is that doesn't look very portable.
Well, that would just be that, which is not
Okay,
bad.
that works.
It's not comfortable. So, there's
So
gotta
let's
be a
go
better
back to the
one.
B. So you did B.
So if I did B D.
How about B F sharp? Can you do B F sharp? Is
B
there
F sharp with a D. Oh, there we go. B F sharp D.
And you're actually touching that, right?
Yeah, that's two.
Okay,
in it.
that is way more portable.
There we go. Wait, this is that same one from here. No,
Ah!
it's not. No, it's not.
It's not? Oh, I thought it was
No,
gonna be
That one's a whole step. This one's
close. But you see how they're very related, right?
Yeah,
They're related. That's huge.
yeah.
That's huge. So play that shape again.
Uh,
So I'm just drawing the shape for you like
Yeah,
that.
that's-
And then your
that's
root
that, yeah.
node is there. So that's your minor shape on the low G.
and then if it's B D F sharp, I can easily drop a 1, and there's an F sharp, or a 4 for a B. Is there, in that preference, do you always pick the low note on guitar so it doesn't stand out,
It doesn't matter.
or
Yeah.
because that?
It's personal preference.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes if I was like playing, I'd go dun 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 dun. Like if I was
Oh, so you
strumming.
kind of like.
Yeah, if I'm bored. But that's such an insignificant
Oh,
addition
okay.
that nobody cares
Is there a reason you'd mix it up?
if I'm bored.
Oh, just there's not a pattern like you always do 3 3 5 3.
No.
Or,
No,
It's just
because
whatever you feel
chords
like.
are just and chords are just designed as padding. They're just like the blanket of air that the melody sits on top of.
okay.
So if you obsess too much on like, oh no, I play it like this, you're kind of missing the whole point of chords.
Yeah.
It's just there to provide padding for the melody. It's like a cloud, like a soft cloud that the melody can sit on top of. And that's
Okay.
also why you want to understand chords, because when chords move, you want to complement those shifts in the fog, if you will, the cloud.
Okay. And I guess to figure out your lowest string is an E, not a G.
It's an E.
I thought it was a D.
No, this right here is a D.
Oh,
So if we're talking 4 strings, that might be why you're thinking that. I don't know. I
I
don't know.
don't know. So you said your lowest is an E.
Uh-huh.
What E is that? Is it lower than that?
Oh yeah, significantly. Probably 2 octaves.
Oh, that's just 1 octave, right? Yeah, I think so.
From you? You sure?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Oh shit! So
We're
it's
2 octaves. Yeah,
up.
we're in the bass register actually.
Oh crap. Okay, so I'd have to drop my violin approximately 1 octave to be about guitar range.
Yeah, it's just not
Yeah.
meant to be. That's why they have cellos.
So that means I'm in. You know how there's like so you'd have like bass guitar.
Yeah.
There'd be like gap, violin, and then
Yeah.
singers is like right here on top, right? But where's the 3 singers?
You are in the same area as soprano for singers, if
Which
I'm not
is-
mistaken.
The top singer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
crap.
But you
Okay.
can reach lower and higher than that, right? But
Yeah, I can outrange them easy,
but the idea is that your instrument sits in the melody area, right?
okay, yeah.
And my
Oh,
instrument
dang.
is half in the bass and half in chord and a little bit in the high melody.
Okay. So, is it a problem if chords are played in the same octave as the melody?
Yes and no. Volume has a lot to do with it.
Well, I mean, like, if I balanced it and dropped the volume.
Then it's not so bad. But where you would find yourself being, instead of trying to play chords on your instrument, is just picking one of the notes
Yeah,
and just playing that as a texture. And that's typically what you've done
yeah,
when you're
Like
not
padding
playing melody.
almost.
Yes.
yeah.
And you're just an extension of whatever else is providing chords.
Okay.
So you might feature the third, or you might feature the fifth, or if you're doing seventh chords, you might be featuring the seven. That's a very common jazz move, is to complement the third or the seventh, because that has more more flavor than just the root or the fifth.
Yeah.
But playing chords way up there, guitar players kind of do that. We'll do things like.
Well, that's with rhythm to add something extra.
Right.
Yeah, that's not
So
just
then it
straight
becomes So then it becomes more of like
chords. So that's
I'm
rhythm
playing a
guitar.
shaker with a chord in it.
Oh, okay.
So that's more of a rhythmic addition.
So rhythmic guitar would be probably at my octave or an octave lower, while the standard harmony guitar, chord guitar, the non-melody guitar,
more lower than
right?
that.
It's rhythm and then other guitar.
Right. So traditionally speaking, there's lead guitar and rhythm guitar, but
Oh crap.
it depends. Like if you're playing chords here, you're in a lower register, but if you're playing chords up here, you're in a higher register.
So rhythm guitar would be in that register.
Yeah, go more over here.
Oh, it's the standard low guitar.
Yeah. So this is all in the bass clef for the
Okay.
most part. In fact, our clef has an 8 under it, which means we're an octave lower.
Mm.
And then when I play this, I'm already like 5 ledger lines deep. And that's already an octave lower than what's actually written.
Okay.
For example, real quick.
Are we talking standard C clef?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're 5 ledger lines beneath the bottom?
Almost. Maybe 3 or 4.
I can only go 2 beneath.
Yeah, but I'm already an octave
Yeah.
lower. I'll show you.
Oh, so you're actually like...
Yeah, I'm in
10.
bass registers. So when you open up, I'll even just look. We'll do solo guitar. We have a little 8. You can look up there. That means I'm an octave lower.
Oh crap, yep.
So the lowest note I can play is an E, which is right there. Unless I have drop tuning.
Oh, okay, so my lowest is the space above an octave higher.
So that's the lowest note. Now, if you're a treble clef, which that's where you live, right? Where the fuck?
Key signature, top one?
No, it's clef or more.
Oh,
You're just a standard treble clef, right?
yeah.
And I don't know. I think what you can play right around here.
2 more down. Oh, 1 more. Yep, that's me.
Yeah.
So you're an octave and a third lower than me,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So where would that be on your clef if you move that G over? That would be
Copy.
right in the center of yours.
Paste. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, ooh, okay.
Yep.
So that means the C right above that, a fourth above that C is 1 line above bass clef, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Piano's paying off.
Yeah, but just so you can kind of see where everything kind of fits and all that stuff. But I highly encourage you to find movable shapes that you don't have to think so hard.
Yeah.
And then you can start accessing chord colors. Because the sooner that you can get it in your fingers, you might not ever play a chord on violin,
Yeah.
but at least you're going to go, okay, this is part of a chord, and X, Y, Z. That's kind of cool. But I ended up doing this for myself, too, once upon a time.
Yeah.
That's how I figured out all this stuff, because I'm self-taught.
So how many different chord shapes do you need?
Oh,
Well,
major and minor.
let's
Major
say,
and minor.
like-
That's it. That's all you need.
All you need is 2?
All you need is 2. As long as
Oh,
they're
okay.
movable. But the thing is, eventually you're going to land on a different string, and then you're going to have to learn. You'll discover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they all start sharing the same thing, so that's really nice.
So should I plan 3 string chord shapes and then the 4th is a bonus?
Yes.
Or should I always plan for 4?
Oh, three and a bonus.
Okay, 3 because you only need 3 for a chord.
Yeah.
Okay.
Movable chord shapes. Okay, Sean, that's all the time I
Okay.
got.
No
6
worries.
o'clock on the button.
So that will be what I do next.
It shouldn't be too hard. Just keep track of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Use a spreadsheet if you're a computer guy, or
Yeah.
just do old-fashioned. Use a fucking piece of paper, man.
Yeah.
That's what this
I want to
is.
make, you know those guitar charts. I like that, the back of that. But you know those guitar charts that have all the things on the wall, and they're like G A B C with the picture with the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called.
Diagram?
Yeah, something like that. I want one of those for violin chords.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Could probably sell it because no one else wants to do it.
Well,
or
your
would bother
instrument
if they know
isn't.
it.
This isn't where your instrument thinks, right?
Yeah.
But that's what's so funny about music. It's like everybody thinks everything's already been discovered, but if you really spend some time, it's like, oh, wait a minute, no, nobody on my instrument's doing this.
Well, because there is one person that's doing it. Oh, looks like your next guy's out there. I'll show it
Uh-huh.
to you another time. I'll pack up double speed. Sorry for delay.
No worries.
Yeah, but if you ever check out Roman Kim Einklein Nachtmusik, he plays basically, an orchestra on one violin.
Dang.
And I'm like, you're showing off, asshole. And he does it flawlessly at speed, which is like, okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's great. Here we go. Let me.
Don't forget your books too. Take your time. You don't need to rush.
No, I'm slowing people down. I must go top speed. You sure you don't want to take that improv book?
No, I don't have time.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'm right now trying to not get buried with the jazz gig that I have.
ooh, that's rough.
So I'm teaching myself jazz.
Ooh, teaching yourself jazz?
Yep. In order to gig with it, because I'm already gigging.
Yeah, learn how that works and let me know.
I'll share my knowledge once I know.
That's beyond my understanding.
Starts with chords.
Yeah, that's why I met chords.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Alan, did you ever meet Sean? Violin player?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you went to the meetup.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay.
There we go. Sorry
Welcome
about that.
back.
I was running late. My fault.
Yeah. Alrighty. A little bit of a buzz. That's okay. Keep playing. Oh, it's just rattling against this. Got a built-in rattlesnake. Today's shape is the diamond, which means we're going to be on the G and B string, so these two strings, and we're going to play a diamond. Yeah, right around there is fine. Okay, so you're going to do a short spacing. So short spacing is on the same string, 2 frets. That's 1 fret, 2 frets. There you go. And then on the next string, you're going to slide over and do the same distance. Yep, so that's a diamond. Try again. Yep. There you go. Okay, so get yourself a pick, because we're picking. That's the whole point of this. Okay. 3 minutes to the march of that beat. Okay, so same spot, diamond, right? Quarters, 8s, and 16s. Previous string, there you go. Go for it. 16s, here we go. 8s. Quarters. 3. 8s. 16s.
That's hard.
Okay, so we'll do quarters and 8s. Quarters. So we'll start again, just quarters and 8s. 3, 4, here we go. 8s. Back to quarters. Yeah. Good. 8s. Quarters. There you go. 8s. Quarters. 8s. We'll start over. Quarters. Follow your lead. There you go. 8s. So you're gonna miss a whole lot if you don't have some part of your body touching the other side. Yeah. Whether it's your palm, fingertips. But earlier you were doing that, you weren't missing as much, and then you switched, and then you missed a whole lot. Yeah. There you go. Hey, now you're alternate picking. Even better. 8s. Quarters. Good recovery. 8s. Quarters. 8s. Quarters. 8s. It's okay. See if you can recover.